Goldwyn girl. And one day, Jack met her on the movie set.
You're cute. What's your name?
Lucille Klutz. Ball. Ball Klutz. Lucille Ball. That's what it is. I'm sure that's it.
Well, permit me.
Sorry.
That's all right, honey. It always happens.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm just a chorus boy on this picture, and I hate to interrupt.
Well, then don't.
It's all right. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm a big admirer of yours, Mr. Benny, and it'd make my day if I could have your autograph.
Well, certainly. What's your name, kid?
Marion Michael Morrison.
Marion Michael Morrison. No wonder you're a chorus boy. You'll never get anywhere with a name like that.
Well, I have been thinking of changing it, Mr. Benny, to Wayne.
Wayne. That's not too bad. Wayne. How about Wayne Newton?
How about John Wayne Newton?
That's worse than Marion Michael Morrison.
You're right, kid. Now, let me give you some advice. You're too big and tall and clumsy to be a chorus boy.
Yeah, you're a klutz. Okay.
Now, listen, kid. Why don't you buy yourself a horse, a cowboy suit, put a black patch over your eye, and you'll be in business.
You mean you want me to sell shirts?
El Klutzo, I told you.
No, be a cowboy. Get into westerns, and you'll be a star.
But that takes true grit.
When it came to guest stars, Jack never believed in booking them and then trying to figure out what to do with them. He felt the idea came first, and then you try for the guest that fits it.
That's why the Gregory Pecks and John Waynes, people who ordinarily wouldn't do comedy shows, didn't hesitate to do the Benny Show. You wouldn't believe the people Jack got on the show.
When Harry Truman came on, even Jack couldn't believe it. But there they were, just the two of them, trading lines for the entire half hour.
And he wasn't even plugging his book.
Speaking of presidents, this one came on that farewell special we mentioned before. Jack had been insisting all through the show that he wasn't retiring. When Ronald Reagan, who was governor then, appeared and gave Jack a very big problem.
Jack, as governor of the state of California, it's a great privilege for me to be here to represent all your friends in show business.
What?
Well, because, Jack, when they heard this was your farewell show, that you're retiring.
But, Governor.
Well, the entire industry, they
Romney.
all got together. The stars, the producers, the writers, the sound men, the stage hands. With affection in their hearts, they all chipped in and bought you this farewell gift. This magnificent Rolls Royce. Jack, since you won't be working anymore, you'll have plenty of time to enjoy this specially built car with its many unique features. The telephone, the color TV set, the bar, the stereo, and your name, your initials set in diamonds on the door.
In diamonds?
That's right, Jack. It's our goodbye to you. This beautiful $48,000 automobile.
But, Governor, I wasn't planning to... $48,000? That's 10 million yen.
Here's your gold, solid gold ignition key.
Besides those you've seen tonight, here are some of the stars who appeared on Jack's TV shows through the years. Watch closely. You're going to see a lot of your favorites. Well, the kid from Waukegan had quite a career, 65 years. How do you cover that in 2 hours?
And how do you sit here and find the words that can begin to convey Jack's incredible stature? Not just with the fans, but in the industry. The affection and respect he had from his peers.
Maybe that roster of guest stars we just showed says it for us, from Humphrey Bogart and Marilyn Monroe to Billy Graham. Sooner or later, they all showed up on the Jack Benny Show.
Lucille Ball came on so often she was like a regular. And she made one unscheduled appearance. Jack was saying good night and thanking his guests.
Lucy, what are you doing here?
How dare you do a special without me?
She did that for a laugh, but that's the way we felt. All Jack had to do was ask. We would have come on the show for nothing.
And frequently did. You know, we use the term pretty loosely these days, but Jack was truly a show business giant. He didn't just stand on the stage, he owned it. For years now, the networks have been trying to come up with a new Jack Benny type series. The format is there, the writers are still around, but there's one slight problem. How do you come up with another Jack Benny?
I once saw Jack lie down on the stage and let a full-grown elephant place a foot on Jack's head. It was really scary. After the show, I said, Jack, you really shouldn't have let that elephant put his foot on your head. You know what he said? Gee, I thought I got a good laugh. George, you were really the closest to Jack. Was there anything that meant more to him than getting a big laugh?
Getting two big laughs. Look, show business was Jack's life. Sure, he had interests. He loved Mary, daughter Joni. We were important to him. But hearing those laughs, that kept him young and vital. That's why I'm so glad about this evening. Jack would have loved it.
Yeah, I can just hear him up there saying, what took you so long?
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.
Everybody.
Good night.
Good night.